Ever wondered why some of the most successful people have a long list of failures? It's an intriguing paradox, isn't it? You see, in our journey to success, failure is not just an option, it's a necessity. It's the gritty, less glamorous side of the success story that we often overlook. Take for instance Thomas Edison, who made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. Or consider J.K. Rowling, whose first Harry Potter manuscript was rejected by 12 different publishers. And let's not forget Walt Disney, who was once fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. These are just a few examples of successful individuals who have faced numerous setbacks before achieving their dreams. Each failure, each rejection, each stumble was a stepping stone that led them closer to their goals. So what makes these successful people different? They understand the value of failure. So, what is failure? Is it the opposite of success, or a stepping stone towards it? This question often boggles our minds, doesn't it? But let's try to unravel this mystery together. The society we live in, more often than not, paints failure with a broad stroke of negativity. We are conditioned to believe that failure is something to be ashamed of, something to avoid at all costs. To fail is to lose, to be defeated, to be lesser. This perception, however, is not only limiting, but it's also fundamentally flawed. Let's flip the script and see failure from a different lens. Imagine you're trying to invent something new. You tinker, you experiment, but each time you don't get the result you want. Is that failure? Or is it simply a process of elimination, helping you understand what doesn't work so you can get closer to what does? Every time you fail, you learn something new. You gain insights, wisdom, and understanding that you wouldn't have had otherwise. You also learn about resilience, patience, and the power of determination. Remember, Thomas Edison, the great inventor, once said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the spirit of seeing failure as a learning opportunity. Failure, in its true essence, is a catalyst for growth and innovation. It's not the end of the road, but a detour to a potentially better path. It's the grit that shapes the oyster into a pearl. It's the chisel that carves a masterpiece out of a block of marble. Without failure, there would be no progress, no evolution, no breakthroughs. So, instead of fearing failure, let's embrace it. Let's see it as a teacher, a mentor, guiding us towards our true potential. Let's shift our perspective from seeing failure as a stumbling block to viewing it as a stepping stone towards success. Remember, failure doesn't define you, it refines you. It sharpens your edges, polishes your strengths, and illuminates your path towards success. So the next time you fail, don't be disheartened. Instead, rise, learn, and march forward, for every failure brings you one step closer to your triumph. Now that we understand failure, how do we embrace it? Here's the nifty part. Embracing failure isn't about celebrating disappointments. It's about acknowledging that failure is a natural part of the journey to success. So, how do we do it? Firstly, resilience is key. It's the ability to bounce back, to rise from the ashes of our mistakes, stronger and more determined. It's about understanding that failure is not the end, but a detour on the road to achievement. Secondly, we must learn from our mistakes. Each failure is a lesson wrapped in a not-so-pretty package. It's an opportunity to learn, to improve, to make better decisions. Remember, failure isn't a badge of shame, but a badge of experience. Lastly, maintaining a positive attitude is vital. It's not about ignoring the pain of failure, but about focusing on the gains. When we view failure as a stepping stone rather than a pitfall, we shift our perspective and start to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. In essence, embracing failure is not about glorifying defeat, it's about recognizing that each setback is a setup for a comeback. Embracing failure means embracing growth. Now, equipped with a new perspective on failure, are you ready to take on the world? Let's take a quick look back at what we've explored today. We've delved into the intriguing paradox of failure, understanding that it isn't a sign of incompetence, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. We've dissected the concept of failure, realizing that it's not about falling down, but about getting up each time we fall. And we've learned to embrace failure, to see it as a teacher, a guide, that helps us learn and grow. This journey of understanding failure is not a destination, but a continuous process. As we navigate through life's challenges, let's remember to not fear failure, but to embrace it, to learn from it, and to use it as a tool to carve our path towards success. Join us on this journey toward success. Subscribe to our channel to keep learning and growing. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it.